Yo, yo, yo.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. Now, here's Leonard. Harden scanning the floor. Softly drops in the floater. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Stolen by Thompson. One-on-one fast break. Green inside. Tries again. And it's good on the way in.
Yeah, Green's motor helped him there, outworking the defense to get the ball back and finish.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Clippers. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Zubac with it. Picked up by Van Vliet.
An absolute master at drawing contact. Defenders get nervous guarding James Harden. This is why.
It's his first trip to the line.
James Harden taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player. I am the system."
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got his second basket.
Oh, the corner isn't always Green's spot, but we know he's got the skill to hit from there.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Harden. To the inside. Shot clock at 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
From deep, Brooks. It's hauled in by Zubac. Harden outside. Pass to Powell. There's the drive. And the dunk by Powell.
You've got to be able to manipulate pick and roll. Norman Powell taking what the defense gives him. That's really nice.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. You add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And good that time.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard has found so many ways to score. He can slip around you with his length. He can go through you with his strength. This guy's so tough to guard.
Pass to Green. .137 left in the first quarter. Şengün, no good. Los Angeles leading by 5. In the corner, Harden. Bogdanovich wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Harden outside. Takes the 3. Şengün with the rebound. Rockets trail by 6. Outside, Green. Houston moving the ball around. Good on the shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here are the Clippers now. Pass to Zubac. Stolen by Brooks. Inside. Şengün. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the first one drops. Şengün hits them both. Clippers with the ball. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Zubac. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jabari Smith.
So strong, so tough. He beats the Zubac, absorbs the contact, and goes right through it.
Smith outside. And Smith with the stuff.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now beasting.
Simmons left side. Just 3 on the clock. And the layup is good. Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Clippers lead by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Şengün. The layup missed. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They lead by 4. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Now here's Simmons. Goes back up. Second chance shot. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, I tell you, you love to see Ben Simmons determined to score, draws the whistle, gets an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play.
That's good from Simmons. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Clippers leading by 5. Here's Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 7 points.
That's a big-time finish by Ben Simmons. With that frame, sometimes he makes that look easy.
Smith outside. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
And here is Powell, following the 3 from Jabari Smith. Harden gets the bucket.
Well, James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
Shot by Eason, no good. Los Angeles leading by 7. And here's Leonard from 3. And here's Bogdanović for 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Houston moving the ball around. Back to Şengün. The layup off target. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Clippers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it, he can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
Now, here is Harden. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Screen by Leonard. Harden's shot is off.
That's some outstanding on-court awareness there. Just a terrific change of shot.
And it's Green. Missing. It's tipped. Harden outside. Pulls it up. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Clippers leading by 8. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And so here is Houston. Down low. Şengün, no good. Right side, Leonard. Over Thompson. Kicks it out to Leonard. .56 seconds left now here in the second. Rockets trail by 10. And stolen by Bogdanović. And stolen by Şengün. Can they get it? Got a piece of it. And stolen by Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Harden with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Back to Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
That one on Thompson. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
So both teams making some changes here.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Green's got 8 points.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And so we wrap up the first half. The Clippers on top. They're up by 9. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets. 9-point game. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Off with the layup. Now Jones. Still yet to score. Batum, good.
So good at so quickly analyzing and getting through his progressions. Nick Batum gets it off before the defender can react.
Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And Harden with the stuff.
Well, James Harden's ability to put it on the deck and get to the cup is elite. And because of that size and frame, he's going to finish most often.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Rockets trailed by 12. They kick it out to Green. Good, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Green's got 11 points.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Inside. And Thompson throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here is Harden. 15 points in the game. That one goes. Count it.
James Harden, simply stated, is putting it to the defense right now. Somebody has got to step up and get the ball out of his hands.
Here's Harden. They have a 9-point lead.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Şengün, no good. Harden with it. He's picked up by Brooks.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Back to Şengün. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Şengün's got 4 this quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Well, we know Nick Batum can hurt you from the perimeter. That time he shows you his ups. Go ahead and get up, Nicholas Batum.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Los Angeles leading by 7. In the corner, Eubanks with it. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Thompson comes with the double team. Clock at 4. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Clock is at 3. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, I love the determination, guys. It's simply not there for him right now.
Here's Şengün. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Now just a 5-point Clipper lead. Here's Harden. Şengün with the rebound. To the inside. Here's Thompson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Wow, how about that drive? That was no mercy on his way to the cup, Ben Simmons.
Here's Thompson after the Clippers pick up 2. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Down low. Şengün. That one goes in. And that's now 18 points for Şengün.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Boy, when Simmons looks to score, it just balances that ability to pass the basketball. Love when he's aggressive.
The Clippers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Screen by Şengün. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Hands it from downtown.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. And
47.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Clippers in the lead. The drive by Simmons. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
Holiday looking over the floor. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Pass to Whitmore. Shoots over Powell. Oh, shot is good off the back rim and in. Whitmore's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. Simmons with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
Oh, boy, you love to see that kind of burst from Kawhi Leonard. What a finish.
To the paint. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Şengün. Puts one up from 19. And that one comes up a bit short. Simmons inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Well, this is exactly where Ben Simmons looks to become assertive. The closer he is to the cup, the more dangerous he is.
Now, here's Şengün. Here's Holiday. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Nobody near Leonard. And it's good assisting on the play with Simmons.
Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Substitution on the court.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Simmons inside. And the shot goes down. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
The more productive he is down low, the more minutes Zubac is going to get. That's just excellent execution and finish.
Thompson misses.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough.
Oh, what a dunk!
Out below! So Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court he makes a lot of noise.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Coming onto the floor for your player, number 1.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Screen by Şengün. Will it go? It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Right side Simmons. And the layup falls. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And because Green is able to blow past defenders, they guard against that, so he just stops on a dime and pops.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job. That's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
Inside. Brooks from outside. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
It's Powell on the wing. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here are the Rockets now. They trail by 14. The Rockets again can't hit. Leonard with the ball. He gets that one. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David.
See these numbers real quick. See these numbers. 13-6. We almost scored with everybody, except for these two. Look at him. Hold on a sec.
We'll see the Golden State Warriors facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline.
With the assist.
All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Curry's shot is good.
3 points.
It just doesn't matter. Once Steph crosses half court, he's in range.
Pass to Hunter. Lets it go with a three. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Now Podziemski. Green, the screen. 13 feet away. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Now, if Butler can't get into the paint, he's got some offensive options. He has the touch from the mid-range.
Here's the floater. And Garland puts it in.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
Here's Green. Hunter grabs the miss.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Pass to Allen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Well, the length of Allen causes defenses lots of problems. Difficult to guard without fouling at times.
First free throw is good. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team. But Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Here's Garland. Plays it up and banks it in.
And that's just a tough shot from Garland.
From being Curry. We do that, we win.
Garland taking the contact.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Trailing by 2. Pass to Kuminga. And it's Butler with the jam.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
Here's Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Curry's shot is off. Outside Garland. Draymond Green pulls it in. And so it's Golden State with it. Butler in the corner. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Garland with it. Kuminga picks him up. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Into the lane. Mobley misses. The Warriors trailing. Butler up top. They kick it out to Green. Takes the 3. And the Warriors miss again. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. Mitchell in the corner. To the paint. It's stolen by Kuminga. To the middle. They kick it out to Green. Back to Butler. Pass to Podziemski. Some nice passing by Golden State. 5 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Here's Garland, picks one up.
Jimmy Butler and his energy is something that is infectious for his team. He gets his squad so energized to work through the toughest moments of the game.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but, you know, they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games. I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Payton.
Come to me, come to me.
Now here's Curry. Payton with the screen. That's a floater go. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Curry. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers ahead, up 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Cavaliers so far in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Pass to Post. They kick out to Hield. Clock at 6. It's Curry outside. And it's sent back by Mitchell.
And watching Mitchell there, he was just sitting on that one.
Your Cavaliers. Number 12, DeAndre
Cavaliers leading. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Here's Moody. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Moody's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Warriors. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, DA. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. They double-team Curry. Payton left side. They kick out to Hield.
Still.
Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Curry, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Curry's got 5.
Curry pretty much automatic from there. I mean, where is the weak spot for him offensively?
Here's Mitchell. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
On the wing, Mitchell. And here in the second quarter of action with a hand under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Moody with it. Heat. And Okoro pulls it down. Hunter on the wing. Pass to Mobley. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Different look here for the Warriors. And the Warriors with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Outside Butler. And stolen by Hunter. Poke loose. Butler with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
Well, he can score from the perimeter, but Steph also knows how to execute inside.
Okoro wide open. He fires.
Yeah, that might be game, folks.
Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Outside Butler. Pass to Podziemski. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Butler. Tries it from 19.
Yeah.
Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And Mitchell drops them both. Warriors trailed by 6. Pass to Moody. Green left side. Outside Butler. Butler with the bucket down low.
I like the timing, too. Jimmy Butler just bursting off of that pick to get to a shot.
Here's Mitchell. Podziemski grabs the board.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Back to Butler. Golden State moving the ball around. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Here. Out to Wade. It's stolen by Kuminga. Here's Butler. That one misses. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cavaliers lead by 4. I want to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. There's so many years in the NBA. You would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Now, here's Garland. Good, nice job down low. Garland's got 6.
The defense looked a little bit confused on that play as Garland moved nicely.
A 3 ball. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
That's a great finish from J.A. A high percentage look inside from a very high percentage shooter.
Curry in the lane. Podziemski with it. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Mobley with the block. And here is Hunter. It's stolen by Kuminga. Mobley with the block. And he gets it back. Green in the post. Curry. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Here's Garland, picks one up.
Steph with a great job there of finding the seam and just attacking the paint, trying to get as deep as possible, and he gets a little bit physical with him, but it'll pay off in free throw.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And Mobley throws it down.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland, the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Outside for Curry. Back to Butler. And Podziemski now top of the key. Sinks the triple.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Mobley outside. The wide open look here for Garland. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Garland striking back at the arc, putting his competitiveness on display.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Let's go.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. They trail by 6. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Curry's got 13.
You got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now Garland. He's got 9. Wade outside. Off target from outside.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Tries again. Allen. And he makes good on the layup. Allen's got 4 points this quarter.
And the coaching staff and this team, they count on Allen for those second chance opportunities, so he collects 2 more.
The kick outside to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Count it. He's got 9.
Butler making that one count. He's so patient offensively.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Back to Butler. Outside Curry. Back to Butler. From the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Hunter on the wing. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hunter's got 5.
Every basket from this kind of range is going to help Hunter's perimeter game. Doesn't worry about the defense.
Back to Green. Golden State moving it around. Green, the screen. Curry outside. Curry from 3.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Here's Butler. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Butler's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors. Kicks it out to Allen. The third quarter comes to a close. The Warriors on top. They lead by 4. We've got more.
The Warriors, 37.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Garland. Kicks it out to Allen. And here we go. Warriors running again. Payton left side. Five on the clock. There's the triple. Rebounded by Allen. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Garland is doubled. Mobley outside. To the inside. Here's Allen. And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Mobley right side. 6 to shoot. Banked in off the glass.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Curry wide open. The three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 21 in the game.
He can score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
Mitchell wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Hield. Latrey. Allen with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 5. For 3, Mitchell. There's Garland. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
Well, Garland's able to work around the defense that time. Pretty agile from the small guard.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He knows every possession is critical now. Sideline reporter David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Shoots. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Going inside. Here's Mobley. Count it. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Butler. Mobley with the block. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Kuminga. And it's Strus with the rebound.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And let's get your take, guys, and the hustle stats for the Warriors.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And none better, Steph stepping up. What a great feel for the moment. Steph Curry. Bingo.
The drive by Mitchell. Pass to Strus. It's Strus on the wing. It's Strus on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is.
Right side Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
has tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
Garland fires from way outside. Can't connect from long distance. Shaves over Garland. Here's Podziemski. Again, Golden State.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Face first. Second team foul.
44 seconds left in the fourth. Curry is inside.
Just about 7 feet, Jared Allen can be imposing as a defensive presence.
Pass to Mitchell. Beyond the arc. Back to Mobley. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Butler. And an intentional foul right there.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
And here's Garland for 3. The Warriors pull it in. And so they foul intentionally.
His second. 14 foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Shooting for Golden State.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
I couldn't have had a 3 with Mitchell, huh? Whoa. Didn't I just use guys? Wow. Bruh, they're gonna give me the L. They didn't. I was gonna use them, bro. I'm gonna be a cheese.
Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Down low. And Hartenstein gets it to go. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
So it's the Thunder now. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it. Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Reeves. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Doncic. Banked it in off the glass.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
And last season, Brent, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, B.A. I mean, finishing in the top three, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league at 2 steals per game. What a season. For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Hayes. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Lakers substitution, number 2.
Here's Doncic. Here's James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
And you are at the mercy of LeBron James once he gets that kind of positioning. Nice finish.
Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Here's Vanderbilt. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. These are his first free throws of the game. That one's off.
At the line for the Lakers, Jared Vanderbilt.
He's off on the second.
Oklahoma City trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Hayes picks him up. It's stolen by Doncic. Pass to Reeves. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Here's James. Rejected by Holmgren. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Pass to connect. It's James on the wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's connect. Clock is at 3. Here's James. Some solid defense from Williams. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Holmgren. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like, B.A., he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Here's James. After the basket by Oklahoma City. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Fast break. Here we go. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Williams from long range. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 6.
The Lakers, 8.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
Pass to Holmgren. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jared Vanderbilt picks one up.
And, you know, when you have the size and skill of a guy like Chet Holmgren, you're going to draw fouls.
That free throw good from Holmgren. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Well, he's a high percentage shooter that close. Len being aggressive right now every time he's getting the ball in the paint.
The kick out to Williams. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Connect. That one no good. Good work defensively by Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
The shot by Reeves, no good.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Oh. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Holmgren for two.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
To the inside, Finney Smith. Williams grabs the board. Thunder leading by 8. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. And he jams it home with authority.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Pass to Williams. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Joe. No good with the triple.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Hayes misses. Left side Joe. Back to Holmgren. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure. And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
Here's James. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Here's Doncic. Finished off the break. Doncic has got 6.
So good at reading the defenses, and James anticipating when they overcommitted.
From behind the arc. It's stolen by James. Doncic outside. From the arc. The Thunder pull it in. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Here's Finney Smith. Williams grabs the board. Knocks it loose. And it's stolen by Finney Smith. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Here's Caruso. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside, Williams. They get it again. Wallace outside. Here he goes. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
35 seconds left in the first half. Kicks it to Doncic. Back to James. The three is up. And it's Doncic missing. Thunder leading by 6. And stolen by Reeves. And it's the Lakers on the break. Luka! Get off me!
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
Pass to Williams. Outside, Williams. Here's Joe. Off target with the 3. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Oklahoma City ahead, up 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. So it's the Lakers now, trailing by 4. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
17-foot shot on the way. Shot is good by Reeves. Reeves has gotten his first points in this one.
One thing LeBron James can dictate is how his teammates get going. Smart pass there.
Wallace. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Doncic. For the lead. Look at Doncic finishing the break in style.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Got a hand on it. Pass to Reeves. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. And now a 3-point Laker lead.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Williams. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
So both teams making some changes here.
Taking 2 shots.
And Williams drops them both. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And here are the Lakers. They lead by 1. Inside. Here's Len. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, you got to set up a quality screen, and right there Alex Len does a great job, rolls with purpose in that pick and roll.
The Lakers lead by 3. Here's Vincent. Off with the layup. Williams on the wing. Pass to Dort. Now Hartenstein. Williams with the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hartenstein. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Hartenstein's got 8.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out. Get your feelings hurt.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Vincent outside. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Tipped.
Well, putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
Vincent with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And the foul on Gabe Vincent. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Thunder trail by 3. Pass to Holmgren. Vanderbilt pulls it in. 1:52 left in the third. Here's Connect. Back to Vincent. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that side.
Gabe Vincent, 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. 1:41 left in the third quarter. And it's Caruso with the ball for OKC. 4-point game. And the foul on Gabe Vincent. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Oklahoma City ball.
Wallace outside. Williams with the screen. Caruso outside. Pass to Joe. Just 4 to shoot. Wallace's shot is good.
Hey, but D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
And already one of the more consistent three-point shooters. Cason Wallace is lethal from outside, Brent.
Really impressive BA in his first year to shoot over 40% from 3. Pretty selective in the ones he took, but still his #1 attribute is how disruptive he can be defensively at that guard position. This guy's got a great nose for the offensive glass, and I like how he used those long arms that time to reach up, snag that rebound.
Wallace right side. Joe on the wing. Pass to Hartenstein. Blocked! There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. They get it back. Len. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, Len's not going to settle for anything else. A dunk on the inside goes up strong.
The steal.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Intercepted. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Caruso with the bucket. Vincent with the ball. Left side, Vanderbilt. And it's good. 2 points. And the Lakers lead by 5. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Lakers on top, leading by 5. And we'll have the start.
The Lakers, 40.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Dort outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh.
Rebound, the Lakers.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And here's Doncic outside. Oh, Doncic! What do you expect?
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
First team foul.
Thunder trail by 8. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. This one for 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And it's the Lakers ball. The 3, James. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Hartenstein, no good.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
No. And he can't bank that one in.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
Both free throws good from James. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Now Doncic. Blocked. They get it back. Reeves. Tries yet again. And finished off by Hayes.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
To the inside. And stolen by Williams. Holmgren with it. Now Doncic defending. Here's Hartenstein. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Second team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for your Oklahoma City, Isaiah.
And he's good on the second. Los Angeles leading by 9. Pass to Reeves. Good work defensively by Dort. To the paint. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Holmgren with the block. Down low. Gilgeous-Alexander with the hammer.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. By himself. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And when they need it most, they show us some clutch play on both ends of the floor.
Pass to Hayes. Back to Finney-Smith. Yep, that one goes. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Outside for Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. To the middle. And the layup is good.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
And that one drops for him.
And LeBron James is going to take every crucial possession over. Outstanding shot there.
Williams on the wing. On target from range.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
.54 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 14-6 run. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's James. Pass to Reeves. Second chance effort. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. And here is Williams. Back to Holmgren. To take the lead. Launches a 3. And buries it from deep.
one of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And so it's the Thunder who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So alongside Grant Hill.
And comment if you didn't. Bro, it didn't update.
Daddy, you okay?
What is going on here? We were already at 5. We should be at 6 right now. I think we're gonna call it here. 'Cause I don't think it's recording my wins right now. And I don't think it's recording my losses either, but I don't think it's recording anything, to be honest with you. If you enjoyed watching, make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, and if you watched the whole video, subscribe and drop a comment in below. Let me know, and I'm gonna shout you out in the next video, in the next live. And thank you for watching. Make sure y'all check out my Patreon. There's a free subscription. Got perks for my new art shop. My new art shop that I just dropped. I got merch. Got a whole bunch of new things. Just go check it out. Go see the new stuff in there. And thanks for watching again. Peace.